Welcome back, guys. Been a while. 3 days to be precise since the last new inverted commas video, but we're back. Bit of a potential mushy one this morning. Look at those very, very, very moody skies over the Abbey. Yeah, clouds are indeed forming, folks. As are crowds. Clouds over there, crowds over here. Look at them all. I'm hoping this lot are going to move in a second so that we can actually get to Whitehall. Wouldn't that be nice? Fingers crossed. I think actually we'll just... oh, hold on a second. We haven't just spotted another crash, have we? It looked like the coach... Hold on. Did the coach... No, it didn't. Optically, it looks as though the coach over there had gone whack into that Uber. Very peaceful, to be honest, guys, for a Monday morning. I mean, busy, buoyant, lots of people, a hell of a lot of people actually, and lots of traffic too. But yeah, those moody skies, guys, it could be a problem. Look at that. I mean, that is moody personified, is it not? Chance of rain, 40%. Chance of heavy rain, 60. Sorry, chance of rain, 40%. Chance of heavy rain, 30%. In other words, a little less than any rain. At the moment, it's predicted light showers. Now, if that heavy rain does come, we're going to be super unfortunate because, I mean, 30% is not exactly high. There's much more chance, rare as it might sound, of coming across a super smart, respectful tourist. Yes. Now, I'm genuinely surprised that the central area here is not occupied by anybody protesting a single cause. There's also only I see actually a couple of Palestinian flags over outside the Palace of Westminster, but far from the usual numbers. Then again, there were a number of arrests. In fact, a very large number of arrests. Oh, hold on, we've got a couple of Chinooks. Look at this. I don't know if you can see them. You can certainly hear them flying over the palace. I believe that's the Stephen's Tower. Look at this. Chugga, 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 chugga. Oh, obviously a flipping lorry had to get in the picture, didn't there? Chugga, 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 chugga. Look. Woo! Fancy, fancy schmancy. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware, but part of the reason HCAV are on holiday is because they were all doing parachute training. Every Monday, they're going to be airlifted over to Horse Guards, and they're going to parachute into the yard. The trooper that lands on a horse will end up getting a promotion. So that's going to be a new thing, guys, starting, I believe, from this morning. Now, I'm not sure whether promotion is going to be upper rank or perhaps even higher, but I think it's a good way to inspire that, adventurous spirit of the household cavalry. What am I hearing? So I'm hearing some sort of shouts or something. Imagine we get there and it's closed. Now, I was trying to think to myself. Hold on. Hold on a second. There's definitely something going on. Where is it? I bet, actually, instinctively, my mind is on something outside the Foreign Office. I'm hearing a huge number of voices. I'm not sure if it's loud enough for you guys to be hearing it, but trust me, it's pretty flipping loud. Or is it outside Downing Street? I mean, it could be both. My money's on it being here. Oh yeah, it is. Oh God, here we go. Oh, flip. I mean, we've got to have a look simply because of the fact that, hey, we like to cover any and every eventuality on this channel. But it will only be a very brief look, folks. Got police in unmarked cars and others waiting. Now, I dare say that they're possibly waiting for a minister to emerge. Last time that we saw this, a minister did indeed emerge and was effectively hounded across the street. I mean, the police look pretty chill, to be honest, so I don't think it's going to kick off.
Instead, they are misusing
Right, this
terrorism laws to repress us, the
Foreign Commonwealth Development Office.
You are overwhelmingly
Say again?
in favour of sanctions
they're in my
and
video.
embargoes, according to a recent YouGov poll. Free, free! Free, free! Free, free! And yesterday we saw horrific news. Gaza has declared an official state of famine. Many of us who watch the news or use social media have been subjected to second-hand trauma for the past 20 months. So we are seeing right now that children, babies, are less than skin and bone. They were born, children that are 2 months old were born during the forced blockade.
I'm going to be on the police video today, guys. Look, I'm not sure the Met are going to release that footage to the public, but if they do, yours truly will be on it.
They have no milk in their breasts to feed their newborn children. Both the mother and the babies are starving to death. And whilst this is happening, Israel has put baby formula on the list of banned items from entering Gaza.
We will leave them to it, folks. It's peaceful, and to be honest, regardless of whichever side of any argument any of us are on, I think the one thing we would all agree on is that children should not be going hungry. End of subject. Horse guards. I was kind of unsure actually which regiment was going to be. I was thinking to myself, if the Blues briefly took over a little while last week, it was at the beginning of the week, so lifeguards middle, which means it would have likely been a Blues weekend, which would mean, strictly speaking, in terms of rotation, this morning would start with the lifeguards. However, these things are never for certain, for obvious reasons. I mean, for all I know, the Canadians could still be there until the end of day today. It's an absolute up in the air on this. I've got no clue what we can expect. Secretly, it would be wonderful if the Canadians are doing a late changeover, but I would think as it's their very last day on King's lifeguard duty, regardless of whether they left at 11:30 or they're leaving this afternoon, they probably have other civic engagements before their departure. So I think, I mean, if I were a gambling man, I mean I'm not, guys, although I do have my moments, I would put my money on it being red on duty. That's only because there is a 66% chance, arguably, of us seeing red tunics. Why? Well, I mean, lifeguards or Canadians. Oh, hold on, what the flip? Why did the police officer, I don't know if we caught that in the distance, a police officer ran out into the road and it appeared he tried to hit the side of the van. Maybe the driver forgot something. That was very curious. But if we saw that, I definitely saw it in the distance. I'm not sure if the camera picked it up. So that's where we're at, folks. Yeah, 66. I mean, it's not really 66. It's probably 50-50. That was very odd, actually. Even their body language was off. I wonder what it was. Why they were trying to get the attention of the driver. Very curious. Damn, it's really busy this morning, actually. Then again, I did say that this week will be the start of the holidays proper. Isn't it amazing that all these people pay the tour guides to give them lovely tours, and they just stand there completely disinterested, even bored looking, to be honest. But then again, I guess that's because I'm not giving the tour. The tour guides need to drop a few, amusing comments or best dressed of the day, that kind of thing, into their little routines. Yeah, mix it up. Yeah, so really it's 50-50, lifeguards or blues. I do think if I had right now, a chip, and I had to place it on roulette, I'd go red. Yeah, I bet we get there now. It's flipping the blues. I bet it'll be the blues, folks. In other words, yours truly is not a gambling man for a reason. In other words, he doesn't know, me that is, what he's doing. Oh, by the way, almost forgot, guys. Good job with breaking the elusive 100k. I was away for the weekend and it was a very pleasant surprise. I was thinking that would happen next month. Daddy, look. Every time Daddy's out in a nice car, he always ignores me. He's like, "You're not my son, go away." Anyway, yours truly, the gambling man, just won the bet, folks. Reds. Yes, Reds. Household Cavalry, HCAV, Lifeguard, Reds. Oh yeah. Gosh, it's been a while. These two particular Reds are not going to be here for very long. Oh, giant group shot incoming. They're going to be here for 10 minutes to be precise, before they change over the regiment. Gosh, that's a massive early morning group shot. If they just arrived in London and were hoping to see the Household Cavalry for their group shot, they got it at exactly the right moment, did they not? Whoa. In fact, that's probably one of the best group shots I think that we've seen any group of people ever get here. Fantastic. And a very nice start to their morning, I hope. So yes, Lifeguard. Familiar gent here, seen him many times. Top man, no nonsense. Very serious looking. And firm. Good firm, that is, folks. Really actually warm, bright and sunny today. Like very, very, very much so. I wouldn't quite go as far as say it's hot. It's about 22 degrees, give or take. But my, it's a lovely morning. It's almost ideal for a new week, folks. I'm still debating whether to go in the yard. I think, bearing in mind it's Monday, bearing in mind some of the horses have been away for a while, bearing in mind the fact that it's bright, bearing in mind HCAV horses are a little particular, I think there's at least a reasonable chance of the haunted box doing its thing. Oh yeah, doing its thing, folks. What I mean by that? I mean, you know what I mean by that. Horse is getting fruity. But that's in roughly 9 minutes, give or take. This trooper's looking very relaxed. And see, he's enjoyed his holiday, and I think, to be honest, guys, serve the horses. Big problem here this morning is a number of flipping wasps and flies buzzing around everywhere. Now, I hope it's not because that spammer who smells of whatever is here today. I don't think she is, but let's see if she doesn't come back. I still didn't quite get that scent of BO out of my nostrils, folks. It was rank. Who's next? No one. No tourist is ever going to come here and pose for a picture again in 8 minutes that are left. I wonder actually if the horses are happy about being back, or whether they're a bit like, oh, I'm missing the seawater. I'm missing galloping along the beach. I'm missing. He's like, yeah. How do you know exactly how I feel, John? I'm missing freedom. Yeah. Then again, that's what we all want, isn't it? You know, equine or otherwise, folks. Just trying to decide, actually, thinking about it. As for the moment, there's a big line of spammers. That horse, one we've just left, it's going to be smart for me to move now before they do their spammy thing and move themselves. Yes. So let's do that. 1 second. Damn. I mean, it's me saying as though it's going to be super easy, but far from it, folks, because it's flipping chocker. Like chocky wocky. I'm going to go high. Look, wee. Not like super high, but you know, quite high. fairly high. I'm just deciding actually whether or not we want to be on the board side or the other side. What do we think, guys? A T hochesz, which means do you want in Russian? It's the informal version. A T hochesz. Informal version of V hochesz. Actually, no, that's wrong. That is actually wrong, folks. Excuse me. It's either T hochesz or V hatiti. Yes, correct me if I'm wrong. God, Russian's too complicated for me, I give up. Okay, Brazil in the house. I mean, that's pretty obvious. Plus it's Monday. And it's very hot in Sao Paulo, apparently, folks. Feels like winter here for these guys. Nice light, actually, today. Which is curious, considering those rain clouds. I'm thinking it's primarily because of the fact that we had a lot of rain this weekend. A lot of rain this weekend. And that's why everything is glued. All the dust and rubbish that was blowing around. Glued, stuck to the ground. Keeping things... actually, yeah. Sort of quite fresh feeling when one inhales. Good to see the troopers back, in all honesty, folks. It feels like an awful long time. I'm trying to think how long it has been. 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks? I mean, it's been a month minimum. I seem to recall that the annual leave was 6 weeks. However, we know there have been others here. Okay, he's early. The orderly is early. Yep. Get your Brazilian whatever. Lift behind the bollards. Okay, these bros don't understand bollards. So they're going to behave as they wish. But to be fair, the orderly's pretty early, guys. We've got about 6 or 7 minutes until the changeover. Plus, you know, he can only deal with one end at a time, so he's busy at that end now. Oh, maybe people are sort of trying to go forward, but others are turning up from the left and standing under the sign. I remember when you arrive here for the first time, see there's 200 people standing at the front and think, where am I? And more importantly, why is everybody looking at me? Still 5 minutes. Officers always picking up bits and pieces of detritus or other rubbish that ends up getting dumped by the tourists. See, I always wonder why they do it early, because people are not going to stop coming forward. Realistically, before the bell tolls, it's just not going to happen. So they kind of waste their breath almost, coming out, 7-8 minutes earlier and sending everybody to get behind the bollards, because there's a huge number of people still in the yard that want to exit the yard and come to the front. Trust Fund Bro from the Hamptons in London for the weekend. He had to be quick with his picture because Daddy's jet is leaving. Heathrow in just 3 hours. Oh, look, the police have found a cuddly toy. Look. Somebody hung really high, actually, on the railings, a pink, fuzzy, cuddly toy. Now, the thing is, that little toy might not necessarily be a toy. Not only that, folks, I've been in situations where very innocent-looking pink toys have ended up causing chaos, in a word. Still plenty of people unable to decide whether they want to be in the yard or are at the front. Also crying kids as well here this morning. Yeah, it's really... actually, wait, there's even more stuff. What's that? Look. What's that blue thing? That. God, it's really hard to hold the camera still when it's that far zoomed in. I don't know what that is. Headband or hairband or something. Very, I'd love to ask the police one day. Maybe I will actually off camera, obviously. What is the single most unusual or unexpected item that's been left behind by a tourist? I mean, other than their own kids, which we know has happened more than once, what is the most curious item that's been left here? The largest I know has definitely been a bicycle. I mean, that's happened more than once, but like very much an unexpected item that one would not think any tourist would have. The officer kindly, I think, is having a chat with the young man over there. Not going to film it close up for obvious reasons, and explaining either what's going to happen or if he's in some kind of distress or needs medical attention. Obviously, that would be arranged. Let's hope he's all right. It looks to me like he's fine with his guardian parent. Oh, we've got Miss Peru, folks. Yeah, this was she was Miss Peru in 1958. Brilliant. Welcome to London, Miss Peru. Oh. Okay, so she got told that she's not allowed in the yard. No idea why. Oh, actually, wait, her group is in the yard. And she was too busy taking pictures. No, she's now been separated from her group. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, who are our first? I say first in the sense of they are going to have the full shift of 1 hour. Who are our first lifeguards of the morning for the 1 hour shift in the box? Proper bright and sunny, folks. We might get lucky actually. Maybe the predicted rain will not materialise. In fact, the conditions are almost perfect to film in for the moment. But look, if I raise the camera, how moody is that? If it does rain, it's going to chuck it down. I reckon it's going to happen around 1ish, by which time yours truly will hopefully be on his way home. So Blues and Royals will be back on Wednesday morning for a 2-day, and the lifeguards will pull the weekend. I can't even begin to imagine which troopers we might end up getting, for two reasons. One, it's been so long since we had a lifeguard rotation, and two, I have absolutely no clue who was on the last time the lifeguards were here, but I'm pretty sure we'll get some new faces. Oh, what's this like? Yes, me! I'm new. I think it's the Irish NCO with the super loud voice. Okay, so Tashman is about to come into the box. I'm secretly hoping, folks, I'll be honest, for the growling guard. Now, he might be on the other end. I really can't see, actually, whether that's him or not. But for the moment, we'll concentrate on Tashman, because the yard is about to empty its contents of people, tourists that is, here at the front. Okay, so first Heishkav dismount post-summer holidays in the yard. Leave it to you guys to pop the names of the horses in the comments, folks. The horse looks very chill. I cannot believe he's going to have an issue this morning, in all honesty. Perfect clean dismount. I mean, goddamn, folks, now the sunlight hit this end, it is flipping absolutely roasting. Temperatures went up by 5 degrees in about 5 minutes. Okay, so they're done. and those 2 horses are in, which now gives us a decent aspect or perspective. Cross box, gate, plus at least until they close the doors, and they might not close them. We'll get to see how many people come out and wait the orders on it straight away. This orderly, to be fair, is always really fast. He sort of zooms around like a worker bee and gets everything done very, very, very quickly. Now, I don't know how busy it's going to be this morning, but I'd wager, because of the light... Oh, he was just about to lose it in their face if they didn't move out of the way. Didn't take long, did it? And of course the first tourists of the day to get shouted at are from China. What a surprise! One would never have guessed. I mean, this is a great start, folks. If the first person with a foot over the line gets shouted at by this gem, brilliant. What more can we hope for? I can't see, because we're too far away, round of applause by one group in the yard, whether or not we have got the growling guard at the other end. I'm not going to move just yet, for the reasons that I mentioned before, and the fact that this gen is clearly happy to let them have it, if necessary. But we'll include a bit of both ends in today's video, and there might even be 2 parts. I'll see how this part goes before deciding, because, and this is key, tomorrow is also supposed to be a little bit rainy and overcast. Guess we'll see. Beautiful. Is she talking about the horse, or on a t-shirt it says beautiful? Trooper, who hopefully has taken inspiration from the magnificent Canadians, is very much paying attention to people's feet from the off, like straight up. Okay, Pret girl. Thought it'd be sponsored by Pret. Oh. That's Missy from Idaho, everybody, over there. Thanks, Missy, for saying thanks for the trooper. Okay, Miss Brewer is back. Long Guard just arriving and taking the colours. Plus, there's the grey as well. Everybody's stuck at the front here. I completely missed it. That said, we wouldn't have known. It would be 100%. Plus, the yard is chocker. Corporal of Horse on his way out as well. Guess he's going to be checking. Oh. That was Missy's son, in fact. That was Brian, in fact. Damn it. I can't believe that Brian got shouted at. Yeah, bro, don't worry about the kid that's tucked around the corner waiting for a cute picture. Oh, so there we have it, guys. First person to break the rules, Chinese. Second person to break the rules, American. Good start. Who do we think is going to be next? Oh, this bro's lost. Yeah, bro, I don't know you. I'm not your father. I'm not your son. Hello. Maybe wait for the couple that are already there. Bro, awkward. Get back! Exactly, yeah, move it, idiot. Again, karma, folks. He pushes in like a complete moron. Look, these two are already waiting. Selfish twat. And he got shouted at, which, to be honest, I think he deserved. Do you agree? It's very rude, isn't it? Not only that, they were already there. He just walks over. But you think the guard is rude or the tourists are rude?
Well, maybe that is how. Maybe he doesn't want anybody.
I mean, to be honest, if the tourists get in that white box, they're going to get shouted at, aren't they?
His place is still okay.
Yeah, exactly. So when they're not paying attention. That was a pretty quick one, though, folks. Now, I have no idea why he wasn't paying attention, but... Okay, be careful, I don't need to be in my video. Okay, I think the lady might go ahead. She's a bit nervous, folks. And I sincerely hope that she doesn't go into the box. I mean, having just seen what happened, there's no reason why she should. In all honesty, is there? Realistically. There she is. She's got a lifeguard-themed phone case. In fact, even her phone itself is red. Oh, more people are about to push in. Then again, they can't really understand who's already waiting. Awkward. As usual. Gosh. I'm keeping my eye out on the left, folks, for our regular earpiece wearing group from a certain large landmass somewhere in the Asian region. Let's see if that happens. I got myself a smaller, very tight body rucksack as well today, so hopefully we won't get as much friction from tourists pushing themselves past. Little horse? Wait, have we got a US tour guide from Boston, maybe? Sounds like a Bostonian accent to me, folks. Hard to believe, but maybe she's mixed. I cannot decide what on earth they're doing at this end. It was all over the place. Genuinely surprised though. I wonder why I was itchy. There are flies everywhere. Little teeny weeny ones. I'm not sure if the camera's picking them up, but they're landing on everyone. And that I think is going to end up annoying the horse. Flies, wasps, fled me. Oh, now we've got a wasp who just actually landed on my kit. Oh my god. The box is pretty clean, it's not that. Now to be honest, I do remember this particular trooper because he's been in the compilation video more than once, being fairly loud and fairly hard on tourists that get in the box, but that was still a bit more than I remember, in all honesty. Okay. Let's take this opportunity, whilst there are a bunch of kids waiting for their picture, to swap ends temporarily. I still can't see if it's the growling guard, but my goodness, he has a flipping queue and a half. Look at this. Whichever guard it is has got a massive number of people. And if those are two spammer umbrellas, guys, guess who's going to push right in the middle of them? Look, tourists are actually trying to move the umbrella out of the way to take a picture. Can you believe it? Like, what on earth? Look, little sort of spammer central station there. Tripod, couple of phones, nice little umbrella. Very comfortable. Okay, that's a bit better. What do we think? But they're wiggling the sign. Look, pushing the sign. It's not the growling guard, folks. It's one that I thought looked incredibly similar, certainly from a distance, but it's not the same trooper. Thought it was for a second, but it definitely isn't. Oh, bro, you're in the box. Get out of the box. That's interesting. We're going to get a bit of a free-for-all this end. Here we go. Nope, he's going to use the horse instead. Smart. Wait, you're telling the horse to go out of your picture?
Yeah.
Why would the horse go out of your picture? But no, the horse is at work. You're a tourist, so why would you expect the horse to move back for your picture? You understand what I'm saying. Be respectful. Unbelievable. Asking the horse to get out of her picture. Like, duh. Maybe go and get a picture after the CT scan, which reveals you've had a successful lobotomy. Unbelievable, folks, really, no? Actually complaining that the horse came forward in the box and ruined her selfie. I mean, that's taking narcissism to a whole new level, is it not? Very polite bro, this one. Damn it, I just felt group shot, raindrops, folks, and they were not on my head. Well, I mean, I wouldn't have felt them on my head anyway because I've got a hat on, but teeny weeny bit of rain coming. which might end up being a lot of rain coming. I guess we're going to have to wait and see. Damn, that is a lot of people squishing out the front gate. Bro, come on. It's amazing how many Spanish people can't speak English when they realise they've just been rude and one is trying to set them straight. If it pours down, actually, I think we're going to see a massive flood of people into the yard, because that is completely and utterly ridiculous, is it not? Almost as ridiculous as the spammer umbrellas. I'm not sure if he's an Indian bodybuilder, this bro on the left. Here to lift some weights. Actually, folks, to be joking about that, we've actually got a champion bodybuilder here. Look, what did he win? One Bro Pro was the competition that it says on his medal. What's this? Oh no, yeah, One Bro Pro. I've got to ask him. What is One Bro Pro? Gotta be either Brazilian or Latino. One sec, let me ask. Hey guys, which competition is this? One Bro Pro?
Yeah, it was the bodybuilding show that happened yesterday at Predator. So I got second place there. If I got the first, I would go to Mr. Olympia in USA, Las Vegas.
Oh, so close to winning,
so
yeah?
close, yeah. Third time that I got second place in 1 year.
Okay.
So just need to keep pushing a little more, and then we got the first place.
Brazil?
Sure. Brazil.
Hey,
yes.
Come on, we know Brazil's going to win eventually. It's only a
Yeah.
matter of time. But, I mean, second place, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's
Was it a
amazing.
good competition, like a lot of fun?
Yeah, just like I'm doing the competition just like 9 years.
Oh, wow.
Now, just like since 2017.
Yeah?
So long journey to get here. Travel half of the planet, try to this one. But God knows everything, just like, just need to keep pushing, working hard, and
That's exactly, isn't it, in fact?
Exactly.
Second place is still amazing, come on.
yes,
you
just
should be
amazing,
super
still
proud.
amazing, yes, for sure. That happened Brazilian competition also yesterday, but I preferred to get here.
Uh-huh.
So I did 2 shows, one in Netherlands last week,
Yeah.
and then UK here yesterday. So now time to rest a little bit, enjoy the city, and take some pictures.
Exactly. There's so much to see, isn't there, as well?
Eat some food. My
Yeah.
diet is so
Wait, how many
restricted.
calories a day? How many when you're
Just like
training?
in the peak week, in the final week, just
Yeah.
like 1,400.
Yeah.
Just like 1,400, just like this. Not too much, but I do two training in a day, 2 cardios in a day, sauna also. So a lot of stress, mind, body, especially to the mind, to the psychological.
This is the big thing, actually, here more even than the
because
weight,
I'm
no?
not only an athlete, just like I'm also a nutritionist, personal trainer, husband, and I have to take care of a lot of things. So a lot of pressure, especially mind. So it's hard.
Exactly
It's
that.
not only train, sleep, eat, and repeat. Just like
And the travel's a killer, no? That's a lot of travel.
yes,
lot of travel.
yes. No, the travel just like the agency booked us wrong. Booked us here, the hotel in London.
Yeah.
And the competition was in Bradford. It's like 4 hours of here.
How'd you go on the train up to Bradford?
train.
Oh,
Yeah, train.
that's not a nice journey either. It's a long journey.
A lot of stress. The cortisol, just like the hormone of the stress, just like went as maximum as possible. And then we got to the hotel, and then the agency didn't have the password to get into. So we stayed 1 hour out of the door of the hotel, just like only waiting. And the competition was the next day, so a lot of stress. This might get some trouble to me in the prep, but it's life, just like I'm doing a competition outside of my country, so problem always happens.
Yeah. You're looking ripped though. I mean,
Yeah.
next time you're going to smash it.
Yeah, for sure. I think next time I'm gonna be at Mexico.
Yeah?
I think, Mexico or maybe Tokyo. Those two are in different sides.
Well, I mean, Mexico, hopefully that will be a little easier in terms of the travel, no?
Yes,
I mean,
Mexico is easier, but I think Tokyo I had more chance to win. just
how do you decide? Is it based on which one you think that you're going to win, or how much is the biggest
Yes,
prize
there
money?
There are the major competitions, most prestigious and with more names, and they're just like the other ones, just like not so much
The price is almost the same.
Yeah.
The price of the competition, the prize money. You mean just like it's just like it's not too much. It's almost symbolic, just like it doesn't pay the cost of.
Yeah, the key thing is actually winning and the achievement, isn't it? Yeah.
You earn money by sponsors, by my online coaching clients. As I said, I'm a nutritionist, personal trainer, so I work with worldwide clients who wants to gain some muscle mass, who wants to burn some fat and all that stuff. So with the just like the famous that I get in the competition, I got my new clients and earn my money and my sponsors.
Yeah, it's all about profile, isn't it? In fact,
Yes,
if you're in
my
the competitions,
profile,
your profile is going up, more followers,
Yes,
more fame.
I post some pictures, some videos, some tips on my Instagram, and then people will follow me and then become my clients. And it's just like all these,
But you guys will be briefly, because you went over stores on my channel today. 1 second. It's a big London YouTube channel, and you'll be in the video. If it actually wants to open. The reception here is never good. Come on. There we go, finally.
Oh, 100K subscribers. Big channel, right?
To be honest, it actually only hit 100K yesterday.
Oh my God, congratulations to you.
Hey, thank you, you're very kind.
Thank you.
Obrigado, my friend.
We appreciate it. We are from Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just like 30 minutes from beach.
Let me ask you a
Copacabana
question.
and all this stuff.
If, for example, I went to Carnival in Rio,
Carnival in Rio. Yeah.
safe or not safe? For me as an English guy, what do you think?
Yeah, it's just like staying in the South Zone, just like the most prestigious neighborhood. Just like Copacabana, Leblon, and Ipanema also.
So near the beach?
Yes, near the beach. Yes.
But be careful with your equipment.
Yeah.
Just like what I can say, just like with the collar, the good collar.
Chain, like a chain.
The chain. Yes.
They would just take it, just like
Yes,
that.
it's just like if a
It's
guy.
it's not going to happen.
But it might.
Yes.
To be honest, guys, odd as it might sound, there's more chance of getting robbed in London these days. You're not going to get robbed, obviously. Everyone's going to rob you, bro, literally.
But
yeah.
I saw something. People stealing here in the shopping, just like wine, and we were at near Bradford. It was near Manchester, I think. Just
Yep.
So there, a guy just stole a woman's bag and running.
You saw it. You got when you guys were. See what I mean? It's
like-
crazy these days in the
What
UK.
happened?
That was happening in Rio. Just like you won't see the drug dealers with
Wow.
guns and all this stuff. No, only in favela. You will not go to favela. So you will go to a street. The street, what happened? Still, just like the chains, your cell phone.
But
if
were you
put the
thinking
cell
that
phone-
happened in the UK? Were you expecting that it would be kind of that obvious that people would get robbed right in front
Yes.
of you in England?
Yeah.
So people in Brazil know that things are not great right now here
Yes,
in the
just
UK,
like
yeah?
here, as we are Brazilians, we got precautions. Just like I wouldn't get my phone in any place, even here.
Yeah.
Okay, UK is safer. Okay, but I'm used to the risk in Brazil.
Yeah.
So I got only
Always
looking around if anybody's suspicious. Just like here in Europe, you have a lot of pickpockets.
Oh yeah, it's a
So
big
pickpockets
problem.
and
Yeah.
all this stuff. So in
So
Brazil,
don't leave your bag like
it's
this.
just like this, but
No,
just change the
always
name.
like
It's not pickpockets. They are thieves and stolers and all
Happens
this
here a
stuff.
lot. In fact, tourists get
Yes.
pickpocketed here. I always
It's
keep
just like
everything attached, like
in
physically,
Brazil.
so they can't run
Yes.
away with it.
So in Brazil,
That's the same. I think it's the same in the whole world right
yeah.
now.
It
It's
is,
like
but
what happens most in Brazil, just like for people who came to Brazil, it's just like people who are single,
Yeah.
go to the parties, use some drugs, drink some alcohol, and then the girl, the woman, putting something into the drink, and then poof. Just like Cinderella, you knock out. Just wake up in the next day without anything, without wallet, the camera, and anything. Oh, where I am. And
yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Happens a lot. But that's what the father and the mother teach when you are younger. Don't drink anything from strangers. Don't leave your cup without looking. All this stuff. So you just need to be cautious.
It's all about being a bit street smart and keeping constantly a little bit of a lookout for. Hold on, this doesn't feel right. It's a lot of it's instinct, isn't it?
But just like in Carnival specifically, there are more cases of stealing because the city is so crowded of people.
And a lot of people get drunk as well.
Yes,
yeah?
yes.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like, yeah,
But
but
there are a lot of tourists too, and they don't want nothing bad to happen in this
just like
side.
Yeah.
the government in Brazil doesn't want to anything happens to the outsiders, to the tourists.
Yeah, because they need the tourist income. It's going to be a huge
Of
problem.
course.
There are a lot of tourists.
If you go
Yeah.
there with someone else, it's better because you can record it, and the other one will just looking around.
Yeah.
If you go outside just looking these, and then someone can come back into your back, and then something happens. You know, just like it's best if you are with someone else. You know, just like
Yeah, I don't think I do it by myself, to be
get
honest.
the cell phone, and then it's gone. The police is never gonna catch you.
Yeah, it's not worth the risk.
Yeah, always.
Look, see yourself on the channel, guys, later. The video will be up this
Yes, yes.
afternoon.
What is the name of the?
So I can take a picture.
Yeah, it's best. Let's take a selfie here.
Hey, let's do it.
Íbamos a sacar una foto y estaban sacando una foto. Y se puso la foto.
Okay, thank you,
Perfect.
man. Really appreciate it.
Hey, guys, you're very kind. Can I follow your Instagram? Wait,
Yeah,
type your
sure,
Instagram
sure.
in my account. I'll follow you.
Now you can take a
Yeah,
picture.
let me take a picture of that later. It'll be easier. That's okay.
Okay.
Lucas, yeah?
Lucas like from Brazil.
Obrigado, guys, and stay safe, yeah? Have a good trip. See you. Bye. Well, they were amazingly kind folks. Brazilian way. Warm, kind, open, happy to talk to me, and no problem at all. I wanted to be a bit cautious with the camera, out of respect, but they were completely fine. And as you saw, I told them they could see themselves in today's video. Now, apologies for those of you that were expecting more horsey time. There will be horsey time, but at the same time, if we come across somebody super interesting, and what a modest guy he was, for such a big chap that could walk around being very arrogant. He was exceedingly pleasant, down to earth, friendly, and most importantly, modest. And that's a quality I always admire, folks, as you all know. Now, the good thing is that we didn't hear a single loud shout anywhere in the time I was having the conversation. It's fun, actually. The reason I was partly thinking about, or asked the Brazilian question, was some of you may or may not know Timmy Carter's channel. He just did a Brazilian favela video, which was wild, to be honest. I'll try to get us in a little bit closer in a second, but obviously with HCAV being back today, there is a massive number of people here. Not just watching, but filming as well. Oh, somebody's saying something about sending the police your way behind. Tourist, that is. Very curious. I mean, flipping. Oh, there's actually no space. You notice how busy it is. A friend of mine just woke up and arrived, and he's thinking, what on earth? How is it this busy? Still got choppers, folks. Helicopters. I don't really like to use the American expression chopper, but helicopters in the air above horseguards. Not sure why. Discipline there, actually, to be that shredded, plus all the travel, and as you mentioned, the other responsibilities of life. I mean, goddamn, folks, it is completely chock-a-wocka. Very interesting that the two troopers have decided to take a completely opposing approach. I mean, they're both enforcing clearly, but one obviously is using the horse. The other, without hesitation, is using his gloriously powerful voice. Either way, same result. Yeah, this guy's his weird body language was as he was eyeballing the line. A lot of cameras today, maybe 10 of us, give or take. So quite a lot of people here today filming. This is why actually a lot of people, notice from the body language, a lot of people look very hesitant when they're walking toward the horse because they turn over this way, they see all the cameras and they're a bit like, oops. We'll come back to this one. It's good to swap, but, and this is the most important thing, I want to try and fit myself in the spots. Okay, spammers drop their umbrellas down. Fit myself in the spots where there is better or higher visibility. Actually, for a Monday, guys, this is mad. I'm genuinely wondering just how it's this busy. Bear in mind the sunshine is largely gone temporarily. The horse sneezing set them off then immediately. Now the good news, folks, is that several spammy Facebook pages are getting demonetized this coming week. That might well help them to decide whether morals need to come before profit. And once that's done, once those ones have been demonetized, I'll work on a few more. Oh, now the kids are pushing him on the left. I can't decide who's next. Oddly enough, for whatever reason, they're not coming forward. There's a couple of organised tour groups, but very few people are bothering to move forward. That's the half past the hour bell. This video will be Massive Shout Monday. I'm not sure if this guy in the jacket is with them because he's been sort of hovering. I thought he was initially just waiting to get a picture, but he hasn't moved in some time. Like that very peculiar fellow the other day that was just standing looking at the trooper. Oh, there he is. I had no idea the Ukrainian basketball team were even on tour in London actually this week. Okay, I finally... Oh no, another couple over there with a small baby just got told out of the box. I didn't even notice that they were in the box. Sorry, I was paying attention to this side. Good to see HCAV apparently somewhat reinvigorated after the break. Very keen to see which two troopers will be out next after the rotation. We'll likely get to see that in part 2, folks. I will start a part 2 after this because if, as I expect, most of this month should be pretty much chocker. I mean, if it's not, it'll only be due to the weather. Yeah, the trooper, immediately, look, every time, looking down at those feet. Get your filthy feet out of my box. Here we are, out of the box again. Yep, get your hiking feet out of my box. Uh-oh. I don't think he's going to tell her, simply because, even though she is in the box, it's clearly not done intentionally out of malice. And as I said before, folks, not all of the soldiers are happy to shout kids. Now, I know you might say, oh, that's not right, blah, 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 someone's in the box, they're in the box, yeah. I personally think it is best that the troopers use their judgment. The family over there from the US are scared of the horse she just killed. And they saw somebody take their picture, actually a family shot. Oh, this family are not happy either. Come on guys, try harder, smile. Oh, awkward, Chinese woman just walked straight in front of the lady with a baby. Oh, his white, oh, no. I thought his wife was about to march herself into a shouting at them. Actually, one good thing, it looks like they finished. Wait, have they? Oh no. I was going to say, I haven't really heard the drilling very much, but they are drilling, it's just quieter. In other words, the roadworks across the street outside Raffles are still ongoing. Old trooper on duty. Good to see him up, out, about and well. He's finished for the day, I think. He's heading home. So a well-deserved rest. Louis Vuitton bag. I'm sure pickpockets had an eye on that all morning. Somebody talking about the white box behind me. Got to be from the US. Actually, maybe it's a Canadian that turned up. He's admiring the Canadian soldiers who, sadly, folks, are no longer here. I think we can all agree, though, that the Canadians smashed it. And I personally think it would be a wonderful thing if they were back every single year. It won't happen. I dare say for logistical and other reasons, but I think it would be an amazing thing. Where actually small kids and families now. So time to change over ends again. Yeah, I cannot see that it will actually happen, that they'll be back every single year. It would be wonderful if it did happen. I personally think it should. However, there are other Commonwealth regiments that might well want to form the King's Life Guard next year. One never knows. To be honest, they did a superb job. They really did do a superb job of keeping the Canadians under wraps. Actually, not only that, official media wasn't even updated with that news until the evening before their arrival. So that was a brilliant job, actually, by all concerned on the Canadian and British side. Now, given the number of very high-profile leaks that the media have covered from the MOD recently, all the more surprising they managed to keep it covered up. I wonder why the Wasps are really liking me today. They're taking a serious liking to me. And I don't know why. Actually, wait, I found myself a spot with a bollard, yes. Bollard support. Oh, somebody dressed for a game of tennis over there. No tennis courts near here, as far as I'm aware. Unless there's one on the roof at Raffles, which I'm pretty sure there isn't. Troopers looking refreshed, actually. I don't talk about it in the videos, but it's very easy to see when the troopers are looking somewhat fatigued. I won't really mention how, but there's a very clear way of knowing. This gen, is certainly looking quite refreshed and relaxed. Oh god, here we go. Bro, don't do it. What if somebody smeared honey or treacle or something on my gimbal? The number of insects landing on it is insane. Oh my goodness me, these flipping wasps, folks, is the problem today. Wasp world here at Horse Guards. Big time. Now, I've noticed that bag that's been left over by the fence. I didn't actually notice who put it there. I've got a feeling this lady's visited Stonehenge during her time here in the UK. Nice cap, actually. There was a pretty decent number of people that arrived after the palace this morning. Here we go. Best dressed. Oh, goodness me. Interesting Freudian slip. Best, B-E-S-T, best dressed tourist of the day so far. There we are. Got the words out eventually. Very Audrey Hepburn-esque outfit, especially the skirt. Lovely. Well done. Now we just need to find a very well dressed gent who's worthy of the same accolade. Actually, wait, whose bag is that, in fact? Let's give it a couple minutes, guys, and I will mention it to the police if nobody claims it's an old dirty Lidl bag. And it's very curious how it looks like there's either a blanket or a fleece on the top of the bag. Did we see anyone drop it down there? I don't think we did. I don't remember actually seeing anybody pop the bag on the ground. Oh, there we go. It's gone. It looked like some homeless person dropped it out. A very dirty old Lidl bag. Plus there's no Lidl anywhere around here, so that clearly is not a new bag. Actually, I don't know if there's. I don't think there's a single Lidl in Zone 1. Is there, folks? Not that I'm aware of, actually. I don't think I've even seen a Lidl, let alone been to one, or actually shopped in one. Oh, bro over there, it's a little Versace jumper. Hello, mate. Who's that? It's okay. This guy should definitely audition for the role of an android in any forthcoming TV show or film production. Wow. Oh, hello, sir. He just said, guys are Arabic. They're not being very respectful, though, in all honesty. It would have been more interesting if the trooper had charged his horse into the group when he was saying, "Ooh." Oh God, here we go. What an idiot. If I was at that end, folks, right now, I'd go and say something, but there's no point because all of the cameras to my left, and there are at least 10 of them, will all obviously immediately film the encounter, so why bother? Plus, at the end of the day, folks, I'm not tourist police. Okay, come on, be respectful, Habibi. Anyway, they're done now, which is good. They weren't super rude, just a bit naive, I think, and immature, in all honesty. But it was disrespectful. Damn, this doesn't even feel like the same video that we caught the Palestine protests this morning. Absolute crazy morning so far. Who's next? There'll definitely be a part 2, folks, 100%. Coming up pretty much straight after this. And depending on how busy it is here, and whether or not they start telling people to get back really early, I might well dash into the yard for the dismount. We'll see. The horse looks very chill, very, very chill. And interesting enough, look at the hooves. Hold on a second, folks. Hold on. I'm not going to say this is a new horse, but those hoof markings are brand spanking new. Have we just got our first... Hey, 1 second, let me have a look. I don't think we have, but you never know. Obviously now he's flipping moved his hoof out of the way. Right, drum roll. I've got the number. I'll move away before I say the name. It's a tricky one actually, because the number on the list, bear in mind I haven't actually added any lifeguard A's to this chair. I think I've got all the blue A's. That is the new A named horses for 2025. I'm pretty sure that Warlord was retired from the lifeguards. I don't know why, just instinctively. This horse has Warlord's number. That would mean it's a recycle of an old number. However, I can't be 100% certain. So I'll leave it to you guys in the comments. If any of you have found a news article or aware that Warlord has indeed retired, that means we're looking at a brand new A horse right now. This horse looks new to me. This horse also looks young. And the hoof prints on both hooves, the number and the regimental stamp, are very, very, very clean and fresh. So I really, really will not be surprised if this is a new horse. Anyway, I've got a couple of pictures, so we'll be able to match it, or I'll try and match it with a new name if we establish it's not Warlord. Also, this horse is exceedingly delicate, elegant, very, very small actually. God knows how they're even supporting the weight. Ankles. This is either very feminine boy or quite a large mare. Anyway, let's find out, folks. Let's wait and see. Over to you in the comments. And I will do more research if we do ascertain that this is not Warlord. Okay, everyone is being really careful now, which is interesting because hardly anyone's been shouted at, because hardly anyone's gone into the box. However, there's plenty of time for that to happen. And I think, although not every day of every week, most days going forward, especially as we hit August, we should see similar numbers of tourists to what we've been seeing this morning. In other words, a healthy arrival of bodies from all over the place. Flipping, I'll look at them all. I really can't decide who's up next. I think unless somebody actually touches the horse or goes up really close, I don't think the troop is going to shout, in all honesty. And the reason for that is that there are so many cameras now, like in an exact line right in front. I think he probably decided, you know what, nope. Could be wrong, but that would be my reading of it. He's still looking. I mean, he saw that her feet went over the line. He saw he immediately moved his gaze. Awkward. In fact, it's okay. The reason actually it's so busy is primarily because there are several enormous, including this one over here, enormous tall groups. The other one, massive Chinese one actually, have just gone straight in the other. They didn't stop, they just came along, walked past the other box, straight in. Got a salute at this end. The other group that we're seeing on the left are Spanish.
All good.
Move back a teeny bit, folks, because a lot of people are waiting way behind the bollards, like this couple. Plus the camera isn't really picking up because we haven't got this ability to get it all. It's not really picking up just how absolutely chock-a-block packed it is here today. It's crazy, to be honest. Yeah, even more actually than I thought we would have this morning. Then again, maybe word travelled early that HCAV would be back. Looking at the clock and still deciding. I think it's maybe 5 minutes more at this end, and then make a judgment call about the yard or the front. I'm thinking that might be the smart thing to do. Okay, so back at this end. Oops. This trooper hasn't actually had a reason to shout at anyone yet. He did use the horse to move some people out of the way. Okay, when you realise the lifeguard regiment are back and want to dress in a tribute outfit, look at that, wow. I mean, that's like lifeguard on steroids, look at this. In fact, I think that's completely saturating the the image. It doesn't even look real, it's so bright.
Oh my god.
I'm hearing more people actually who are talking about Brazil behind me. I'm not sure if the audio picked it up. Somebody just said we're from Brazil. Madness.
You want a picture with the horse?
Burberry, London, England. On this t-shirt.
Lunch break.
แต่มีเด็กอยู่นะแล้วอีกทีเล่นสอง
Amazingly, I'm not sure if because they went home or because they moved, there's not one single person at this end filming. Damn, that's colourful. Except me, that is, obviously. It's like a high school art project gone wrong. What a colour explosion. Damn, he's got a cap, a scarf, and a tweed jacket. And now bear in mind almost everybody else is wearing short sleeves, some people wearing flip-flops, shorts. In other words, right now it's about 23, I would wager. Possibly add 2 degrees for the crazy sunshine here. In other words, it's way hotter than a tweed jacket, I can tell you that. One second. I'm sort of waiting for people to walk forward, otherwise we're just going to get heads splattered in the back of the kit. Oh. Looks like Joggerbro forgot his t-shirt. Who's next? Actually, I really need to stand a bit further back to be able to get anyone in the frame. I'm just relieved at this point that we managed to pretty much smash the whole of part 1 without it raining on our heads, but we already overshot somewhat. So this lovely group shot will be the closing shot of part 1, folks, and part 2 will almost certainly resume in the yard at some point soon. Back shortly, guys. Bye for the moment. Be right back.